Okay, testing out the Sansui before I put the V-fets in. I first had 1K resistors in on all the spots, and on the gates, these are connected to the gates, the gray and brown wires. The gray and brown wires are the gates. I was getting 15, 16 volts, and I was able to adjust it with those trim pots. Right there and right there. Right now I have them at the counterclockwise farthest setting. And these resistors are on the 2SJ20s. When I had them on all four, I was getting an adjustability between 15 volts and 16 volts, or 16 volts and 17 volts, depending on which channel was on. They weren't even. So I decided to see what would happen if I pulled out one of them, because I noticed if I messed with the one that was over here, the voltage would drop down to about 3 volts to 2 volts, 2.5 volts, 3 volts. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I was able to adjust it then from like 3 volts up to 10 volts. So right now, see, I got 3.3 volts on the brown wire. And then the one in the middle over there is 3.3 volts also. Then the top two are the other channel. I mean, not the other channel, on the other gates of the 2S, where the 2SK70s would be. And those adjust also when I adjust the trim pot. I'll show you. I'll adjust the one trim pot on the bottom right here. You can see the 3.5 going up to 11 volts from 3.5. And that's off of the gray wire, which I think is, I'm not sure if it's a 2SK or the 2SJ, but you notice this one also changed to the exact same number. That's on the highest setting. I'll go back down to low where it's supposed to be, 3.3. Now the other channel, same thing, it's at 4 point something, but if I adjust it up higher, you can see them going up just to about 12 on both. The meters aren't calibrated perfectly. And I can go back down. Next, I'm going to try to only have in the 2SK resistors without the 2SJ resistors to see what happens. Okay, now I moved the resistors to where the 2SKs would be. And the voltages are negative 24, negative 24, 25. These are all a little more closer. Now if I adjust the one channel, you'll see it go down to 19. Over here, 19. That's at the fully clockwise. I'll go back counterclockwise. Now if I turn the other channel, they'll both be on here. You'll see they go from 25 down to 20.46. I'll go back again. Also, I can't check on the back speaker because of the DC offset, but right in here on these two resistors are the two channels, the red wire and the white wire and the red wire. Those are coming from up here down into the relay. So I checked it there, and then when I adjust that, the voltages on the speaker outs equal it. They adjust exactly the same. So I'm not sure what that means. You guys can tell me more.